Karmma Calling, and Karma is a you know what. And I'm here with the cast of Karmma Calling. Guys,
Luckily, my name is not Karma. It's also.
but tell me, do you guys believe in karma?
I very strongly do. Because I have been obviously brought up with that karma and your dharma. Read it in the Gita since childhood and always known that there is something like that exists. But not that I've manifested it, but I've actually seen it happen to people. And I've seen things happening, and sometimes it's happened to me as well, where I've realized, oh my God, I did that, and see, this is what I got back. And I think in a way it is something that our ancient wise men knew, that there is something that you put out in the universe, is the vibrations that you give out, and ultimately you reap what you sow. So it's very important that you need to kind of have a way of life which don't hurt anyone and don't do bad onto others. Ultimately it takes a full cycle and comes back to you.
And you have to be very careful about what you're putting out there, because it might not be instant returns. But even if it's 10 years down the line, something good that you've done, you might get the benefits of it then. And even if you've done something bad, maybe it's not a give and take, and that same person doesn't hurt you, but something else could happen. So you have to be very aware, and I really believe that.
This show talks about Indrani, and who is, I don't know, where have you got this vibe of Indrani from?
The fact that that vibe has reached you should qualify me as an actor now, finally. But I think it is something that you envision, and more so I think for me always, I feel an actor should leave themselves in the hands of the director. And hence, I think that's how it kind of worked out with us, because I remember every time I would also do a shot, and every time there were times that she would tell me, okay, Raveena's popping out, pull back, restrain, get back to Indrani, Ravs. And I would be like, yes, back to Indrani. And then that whole thing, that whole body language and aura would again change. And for me, that I consider myself as a director's actor. I put myself completely in the hands. Obviously, there is contribution from my side as well. It is very, very important for you to follow the director's vision and then try and reach that point as to what they have in their mind.
For both of you, to stand in front of a star like her, was it intimidating? Was it encouraging? What was it like? And what did you take away from her?
So one of the main things that I took away is that hunger to do well. Even now, even after so much experience, she still wants to figure it out to make it the best it can be. And she's always trying new things, doing scenes in different ways. So I mean, I hope that I can, take something from that and use that in my next projects.
I think I was really scared before coming on set. Before coming on set, because being an outsider, you always hear things like, superstars na, baat nahi karenge. They're in their own zone. So I was panicking, obviously. But when I saw her, when I met her, she was nothing like that. My childhood was a lie. Everybody who said things to me.
My childhood was a lie.
Yeah. She's great. She's fun, she's energetic, she brings about a certain vibe on a set which is infectious. And I think while I was shooting with her, she gives you so much in a take that I felt like I'm talking to my mother. So I just had to respond to her in every take. And what I see is that she makes a scene work. She's just not like, I'll do what I do best, and then you figure it out. She'll try to help you out to make a scene work. And I think that's one quality that I would take from her.
Ruchi, the newbies here, and then there's Raveena Tandon here. So how did you manage these two?
I mean, I anyways do work differently with different actors, because everyone has a different personality. They all have different ways, different processes. But, like they said, it's not like Raveena was in a ivory castle. Like the ivory castle we set up for her outside, but she didn't want to go and sit in it. She wanted to be with everybody.
We were all bonding, we were all sitting. They had to shove us out of the set. The actors are making too much noise, leave.
So much. The first day he was like, we can't finish, they're talking too loudly. So they were all thrown out. It was like that, yeah.
While you are very strong on your Instagram game, I must tell you that, you're doing great. but I'm sorry, your daughter is killing it. And how do you deal with this whole, the paparazzi clicking her, or what do you tell her, or what do you tell your children how to deal with it?
I think I kept my children away from the paparazzi and this extra attention all through their years since they were children. You rarely saw them, when they were young, because I never wanted them to feel, oh, why am I special? Because at such a young age, if you expose them to so much attention, I think there might be a time when they are old and suddenly if that attention is taken away from them, or they're not given that attention, they'll start being insecure about themselves in their lives. So I always told them, no, you're not special. It's because your mom is something. That's why these photographers are there. But I intentionally and consciously avoided taking them where I knew there'll be media and they're going to get papped. So we always worked things around that, okay, let the children go in first with Anil and then I will walk in alone later, so that they are not under that scrutiny and attention. Well, that kind of worked then, but now she goes out with her friends and she goes to the salon, or she goes here or goes there. And nowadays, paps recognize the car number, so they know it's either me or it's her. So they get me when they get me, but they get lucky when they get her. They're like, हमने आज राजा को shoot किया, राशा को shoot किया, मैम. I'm like, छोड़ दो यार, जाने दो उसको. So it's okay. They have to take it in their stride now.
You remember the first time she got papped? What did she comment on you?
No, she came, Mama, they found me in the salon. How did they know I was there? I said the car number, because all our car numbers are the same. And so I said the car number, and they're always around on the bikes. So the minute they see the car, they start, following. And so she was like, Mama, I was going to the salon and see how I was dressed. And I was not even dressed. I said, it's fine, just be yourself. You don't have to change for anyone. And nonetheless, but she was always on the creative side. She always enjoyed singing, dancing, wanted to be Ariana Grande and then Dua Lipa and everything. So she wanted to be a rock star. So I said, rock star so to banne se tum dur nahi. Abhi tum rock star kahan banogi? Idhar hamara kahan hota hai itna, singing ka. You can't be a pop star here much. But yeah, she used to love to sing and she used to dance in front of the mirror and stuff. So I guess Anil and me used to just look at each other and say, okay, we are done for. This is in her DNA, you can't take it away from her. And equally opposite is my son, who's completely not interested. He's more academically inclined and doesn't want to get into this zone at all. So yeah, so that's what it is. And I guess they have to carve their own niche. They have to, take their own path. Learn from their own mistakes, do their own thing. We'll be there to tell them right and wrong, but ultimately the decision is theirs and they have to live their lives with the decisions they make.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.